आउज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम टू माय ऑल व्यूवर्स। उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब खैरियत से होंगे और अल्लाह पाक आप लोग को जहाँ भी रखे अपनी सलामती में रखे, अपनी अमान में रखे और इस दुनिया में अपने सिवा किसी का मोहताज ना करे। आमीन सुम आमीन। क्लास 7th की इंग्लिश है और इसका जो है चैप्टर 6 है द मशीन स्टॉप्स। ये आज हम करेंगे और आज की वीडियो में हम इसकी कंप्लीट एक्सरसाइज करने की कोशिश करेंगे। सबसे पहले देख लेते हैं इसके वर्ड्स टू नो। कॉरेस्पोंडेंट्स मीन्स रिपोर्टर्स और रेगुलर राइटर्स। डॉडलिंग मीन्स मूविंग स्लोली और वेस्टिंग टाइम। इम्पॉर्चुनेटली मीन persistently. Isolation being or keeping apart from others. Melodious means pleasant sounding. Nuances means subtle differences in meaning or detail. Pneumatic post means sending messages in tubes powered by air. Radiance, softly glowing light. Swaddled means tightly wrapped in a cloth or garment, often used to describe babies. तो ये कंप्लीट चैप्टर है इसका और जो है वो आज ये इसमें जो है वो मशीन कैसे रुक जाती है उसकी जो है वो बेसिकली कॉन्वर्सेशन है। और अगर किसी को इसकी ब्रीफिंग चाहिए तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बता सकते हैं, हम इसकी ब्रीफिंग जो है वो एक रेडी कर लेंगे। अच्छा, इसके राइटर कौन है? इसके राइटर हैं एबरिज्ड एक्सट्रैक्ट E.M. फॉस्टर। तो पेज नंबर 76 पर जो है वो ये पेज नंबर 76 और इसकी एक्सरसाइज नंबर A है कॉम्प्रिहेंशन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज़ आंसर दी फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस। हु आर मारिया एंड कुनू? वाई कैन मारिया ओनली टॉक टू कुनू फॉर 5 minutes? हाउ डज मारिया मूव अराउंड हर रूम? Why doesn't Maria want to travel in the airship? What does Kunu say that shocks Maria? And F is, what details do we learn about the rooms that people live in the underground world? Let's do the answers. Who are Maria and Kunu? Maria is a woman and Kunu is his son. Why can't Maria only talk to Kunu for 5 minutes? I do accept anything important will happen for the next 5 minutes, for I can give you full 5 minutes, Kunu. Third is, how does Maria move around her room? In a mechanical chair. She moves in a mechanical chair. Answer number 4 is, Maria does not want to travel in the airship because she dislikes seeing the horrible brown earth and the sea and the stars in the dark. She also says she gets no ideas in an airship. She is separate from the real world because the world outside the machine is contaminated. Question number 5 is, what does Kunu says that shocks Maria? Answer is, Kunu says that he wants to speak to the mother, not through the wisdom machine. Maria is shocked that Kunu said negative about machine. What details do we learn about the rooms that people live in the underground world? Answer would be, the rooms are small, hexagonal. They have some kind of ventilation. Music is played in the room. Each room contains a chair and a reading desk. And also there are a lot of switches. And there with which one can call for music, food, clothing, etc. There are also speaking tubes and communication buttons, so that she can talk to Kunu and other people. Question number 7 is, what details do we learn about the rooms? Answer is, the rooms are small, hexagonal and soft and by a soft radiance which can be turned up or down. They have some kind of ventilation system, not window. Music is played in them. Each room contains a chair and a reading desk. And lots of button and switch used to call for fuel, food, music and clothing, hot or cold bath and a bed. इसका और तकरीबन जो है वो ई क्वेश्चन का और एफ का आंसर सिमिलर ही है. Now come to another question that is reference to context. Answer the following questions with reference to context. And in the armchair there sits a swaddled lump of flesh. A woman about high with a face as white as a fungus. ये इन्होंने दो लाइंस दी हुई हैं और इसके बारे में 3 क्वेश्चंस किए हुए हैं. द क्वेश्चंस आर हु इज़ द वुमेन, व्हाट डज द डिस्क्रिप्शन swaddled lump of flesh show about her, and the third one is what does the comparison face as white as fungus shows about. इसके आंसर लिखने हैं हमने. Who is the woman? Maria is the woman. What does the description swaddled lump of the flesh? Answer is swaddled lump of flesh. ये कॉमास में आएंगे. Shows about her that she is not very fit. It seems like she does not move around much. She is wrapped up like a baby. Question number 3rd answer is it conveys the impression that she is pale, overweight, unhealthy, looking shapeless, and perhaps somewhat unattractive. Come to another question that is B. Maria's next move was to turn off the isolation switch and all the accumulation the last 3 minutes burst upon her. The room was filled with the noise speaking tubes. The question is when does this happen? Answer is when Maria has finished to kunu. Now come to another part that is C. She knew several thousand people in certain directions. Human communication advanced enormously. Question is how does Maria communicate with the people she knows? What knew they communicate about? What does the author imply by the use of phrase in the certain direction? Third is how could we view Maria's word says of communicating as negative? Answer number 1 is Maria communicates with the people she knows through speaking tubes and screens. People no longer meet up in person. They communicate about ideas. 2 is what does the author imply? Answer is the author seems to imply that human communication has not advanced in other direct by the use of phrase in certain direction. C is how could view Maria's world? Answer is Maria's world says of communication do not include face-to-face interaction and seem to rely on small sound bites of information being shared by many pupils. Humans are sociable creators, and Maria's world's machine seems to have isolated each human away from all others. Come to another one that is D. The clumsy system of public gatherings had been long since abandoned. Neither Maria nor her audience stirred from their rooms. What is meant by the following phrases? System of public gatherings, stirred from the rooms. Answer is system of public gathering it means face-to-face meetings which in the world of the story no longer happen. Number 2 answer is stirred from their rooms. It means moved out of their rooms in the world of the story. Everyone stays in their own room all the time. Write the sentence out in your own word. Keep the meaning. Answer is, the old ways of meeting face to face was considered awkward and difficult and no longer happened. Maria and everyone else never left their room. E is, his image in the blue plate faded Kunu. He had isolated himself. What makes Kunu isolate himself? What does isolated himself mean in the story? How does Maria feel after this? So the answers would be that what makes Kunu isolate himself? Kunu isolates himself when his mother tries to dissuade him from visiting the surface of the earth because she feels that it goes against the machine. B is, what does isolate himself means? It means that the Kunu has turned on the isolation knob in his room so that no one can speak to him through the speaking tubes or through the blue plates. How does Maria feel after this? Maria feel lonely after this. तो आज की वीडियो को यहीं पे एंड करती हूँ। उम्मीद करती हूँ आज की वीडियो आप लोगों को पसंद आई होगी। अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा और दुआओं में याद रखिएगा। इंशाल्लाह ताला नेक्स्ट वीडियो में एक नए टॉपिक के साथ आपके सामने हाजिर होंगे। तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, दुआओं में याद रखिएगा और अगर चैनल पर न्यू हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा और इसको आगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर कर दीजिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।